So far we've heard loads of stuff about Call of Duty Black Ops single player game and what the story is going to be about. I don't know, something to do with keys? I wasn't really paying attention.
What happens when the enemy steals the keys?
Oh, that was it. What they should have done is made a second set of keys, and then when the enemy steals the keys, they still have keys. Anyway, Gamescom is the place where we finally get to find out about the part of the game that everyone's really interested in, the multiplayer. Oh come on, you know it's true. Black Ops 2 got its worldwide multiplayer premiere right here in Cologne on the Black Ops stand on the show floor, so we went along to check it out.
So we're actually streaming the first reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer right here to the show. I'm about to step right over there and we're going to stream it right to the Xbox 360, and then we're doing live shows every night through Saturday. Dave Vonderhaar and the team, they went back and they just stripped everything down and they just rebuilt everything to kind of be so flexible, really rethinking what Call of Duty is. And if you're not one of those Call of Duty power players like these guys behind me, it's a real opportunity for you to go back and revisit the franchise because they've done some really nice things to kind of balance it out and make it more approachable. It's not just about kills anymore. You know, it's about some objective things that'll get you some points and really move you forward.
So, what's new in the multiplayer? We spoke to this guy from Treyarch who seemed to know what he was talking about.
I guess once you kind of jump into multiplayer, you know, the first thing you engage is create a class and what the team internally is calling the pick 10 system. Because now it's like you've got all of this content dumped into one bucket where everything essentially costs a point, which means that you are able to create loadouts that you've never seen in a Call of Duty game before. If you are way more run and gun and want to sacrifice some other secondary or maybe a perk or something, you can. I mean, you can load out more permutations than you've ever been able to.
Can you give us an example of the way that you would set up a class, for example?
Well, with me, I tend to be a little more run and gun stealth, not successfully, but you know, in theory. So what I'm able to do is take a perk that allows me to put 3 attachments on my submachine gun, combine that with the perks that I need, and one smoke grenade, and all of a sudden I'm kitted out in a way that I've never been before.
So you're going to see thousands of permutations. There's hardly going to be 2 people with the same setup.
Oh, absolutely. I think Vonderhaar's done some math, which isn't my strong suit, and I mean he's come up with about a little more than 500,000 permutations of things that you can do. So yeah, you'll see some new wild stuff out
there. And this streaking you were talking about, the point streaks, is this similar to what we saw in Modern Warfare 3 with the kind of the support kill streaks? Is it more geared towards kind of team play?
It's definitely geared more toward team play, and the idea is that if you are just a pure slayer, there's still plenty of gameplay for you. If you're the kind of person that plays to objectives, there are now new ways that you can be rewarded for that gameplay, particularly objective style matches like domination, where it's like if you're capping flags, you're being rewarded for points in new ways. So whether you're a pure slayer or a pure player, you got some options.
Not entirely sure what that means, but it sounded good. The other interesting element of Black Ops 2's online features is Treyarch's newfound interest in the esports market. Esports is traditionally dominated by strategy games like StarCraft 2, and first-person shooters haven't really been embraced by the viewing community for a variety of reasons, not least due to their perspective, which makes it hard to focus on an entire team at once, and that's something Treyarch's studio boss Mark Lamia wants to change with Black Ops 2.
What we have here tonight is some of the best players in the world, from the United States, from the UK, from Germany, and they're here, and they're competing, It's that competitive spirit. They're going to be working together like a team, and I just think it captures the essence of what Call of Duty multiplayer is all about, that competitive spirit. It's kind of what makes it a sport.
I mean, this is what you guys were hinting about back when the game was announced. Esports is a really big thing. There isn't really, in the same way that you've got StarCraft for RTS and things like that, there isn't really a first-person shooter. Makes sense that it's Call of Duty, right?
Well, I appreciate that you say that. We think Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the game to help bring Call of Duty and esports to the masses. And it's more than just the game. Now, it affects everything, right? Map design, weapons, balance, all that plays a factor. But, we have to have a way for players to be able to experience it, to be able to create content to get it out to the world. So we've created an entire suite of features called codcasting features. And these features in the game are going to allow commentators, maybe yourself, to be able to have the tools, much like you would if you're broadcasting a sport, to show this. And that's what you got going on behind us here. There's a scoreboard, right? When you're watching a match, you flip to the channel, you know who's winning, you know how much time's left in the match, you know who the player is that you're watching. They have names on the back of the jerseys. Well, we don't got that in Call of Duty because you're in first person, so we have name cards, right? We have overhead maps so that the commentator can look at them strategically. You can choose which player he wants to show off and go to. And I just really think this is going to be great for the community, for the players, and really just everybody. So, esports, it's not just for the pros. I think, we know people love to play Call of Duty. I think people are going to love watching Call of Duty.
So that's what you're going to be losing large chunks of your life to come November. And of course, we couldn't let Mark go without doing some investigative journalism at him about the game's Zombies mode. Go Mike!
And what I love about it is it's really easy to underestimate just how much they're throwing in this game, because you've seen single player, we've now got multiplayer. You still haven't even talked about zombies.
We haven't talked about zombies. A little bit about zombies, right? Zombies is coming. It's big. It's better than ever. Zombies fans got lots of footage I can't wait to share.
Oh, it was worth a try. Thanks for watching everyone. See you next time on Outside Xbox.